You know that feeling when you go to bed looking forward to the next day because there's something exciting going on? And when you hear your alarm clock, you jump right out of bed and immediately start getting ready. Whether it be getting a promotion within your job, or going to a concert with some of your friends, or just a weekend with family. When you have something to look forward to, your day becomes much more enjoyable. It's what keeps us motivated. It's like we're this ball of energy and all we need is a spark to get us going. Like a firework, once the fuse is lit, there's no going back. Once we find that spark, we can take on the world. Sometimes life can get a little boring. Humans love routine, but it seems that just when we get into a routine is when life feels mundane and bland. We eat the same thing for breakfast, take the same route to work, and wear the same clothes over and over. When you have nothing to look forward to, life just gets bleak. Nothing helps pass the time, and tomorrow is just another day. You go to work, get it over with, just so you have enough money to pay the bills. And you just wish life was a little more exciting. In my opinion, this isn't what we're meant to do. Take it from Albert Einstein. We act as though comfort and luxury are the chief requirements of life, when all that we need to make us happy is something to be enthusiastic about. Comfort and luxury bring us only temporary satisfaction, and it's only a matter of time until we want to upgrade again. Let's distinguish consuming versus creating. Both consuming and creating bring us satisfaction in life as long as what we're consuming and what we're creating are enjoyable to us. Forms of consuming can be watching Netflix, eating good foods, scrolling through social media, or buying the next hit thing. Creating is building or bringing something into existence. This could be a new product, making videos or taking photos, or creating music. Both consuming and creating satisfy us and help us pass the time. Consuming, however, is typically associated with addiction and only brings us temporary satisfaction. It's only a matter of time until we want to upgrade to the newest gadget, and as soon as your Netflix episode is over, you start the next one right away. Creation, on the other hand, is associated with our passions. You're passionate about music, dance, building, whatever it is. Going back to the Einstein quote, the comfort and luxury that he mentions is the consuming that only bring us temporary satisfaction. But this actually doesn't make us happy. In reality, having a passion and creating something is what truly makes us happy and makes us enthusiastic. It'd be ideal if you could turn all of your consuming time into creative time, but I know this isn't being realistic. First of all, some of you may not know what your passions are. It can be difficult to find your passions, and I'm not going to give you any advice on finding passions because I'm no expert, but I would definitely do some research on how you can find your passions, which will help you turn your consumer time into creative time. Second of all, it's not easy to just give up all of your consumer time, especially if you don't have that much leisure time in the first place. Like if you have a job and kids, for example, you're not gonna have that much time to just relax. And none of this is my problem. But whatever your situation is, I think it's important to be able to find something to look forward to, something to be excited about, and a lot of times this can be your passions. Sure, you might be able to look forward to a concert with your friends, like I said earlier, but it'd be ideal to look forward to your passions because they're probably something that you can do consistently. When you go to a concert, you probably can't go to a concert very often, so you might want to pick up a passion so that you have a more consistent thing that you can look forward to. Something that you can potentially do every day. I think it's important to have something to look forward to for two reasons. First, having passions makes you happy. Your passions are rewarding to you and you enjoy doing them. They make you feel good. You get excited about your passions and you can literally talk someone's ear off if they get brought up in conversation. When fulfilling your passions, it's almost like you get put into a different universe and you're actually finding joy in your life. Second, finding something to be passionate about can help us become more successful. Naval Ravikant in Joe Rogan's podcast said something along the lines of how if he's passionate about the work that he's doing, he can outperform anyone. He said this because if he's competing against someone who isn't passionate about the work, then he can most likely outwork them because Naval's passions are going to overcome his competitor's work ethic. When you're passionate, there's almost nothing that can stop you from doing great work. Now, I'm not saying that your passion has to be your source of income, But I definitely think that your life will be much more stress-free if you're passionate about your work. All of us need to have some type of income to fulfill our basic needs. And if our passions are able to bring in that income, then it's a win-win situation. For example, if you love cooking, you could possibly look into becoming a chef as a living. Or you can maybe start a YouTube channel based around cooking. Then once your follower base gets big enough, you might be able to make enough money to sustain that passion as your source of income. And like Naval said, if you're passionate about your work, you'll be able to outperform anyone. And this includes any of the other YouTuber cooks out there. As Einstein said, all that we need is something to be enthusiastic about. And he definitely walked the walk. Here's another Einstein quote. "I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious." As you can see, drawing the two Einstein quotes together, we can infer that if in fact Einstein was passionately curious from his first quote, and if his profession was being curious, then he most likely would have been happy. I'm guessing that he was extremely passionate about math and physics, and look at what he was able to accomplish. The main idea here is that you change into a completely different person when you're fulfilling your passions. Maybe your passions are what get you through the workday so that you can make enough money to fulfill them. Maybe your passions are your full-time job and support you as your source of income. Regardless, I think it's obvious that fulfilling our passions are a very important part of life. And if you're not able to do that, then you're not truly living. I hope you understand the importance of finding something to be excited about. I know it can be difficult to find your passions, but I recommend doing some research and exploring new ideas to see if anything clicks. If you didn't see the last video and you're interested in hearing some straight facts from Murphy, then click the banner up there. It's got a link to that. And if you liked the video, please consider subscribing for more. Or you can check me out on Instagram to keep up with me there. I'd love to hear in the comments if you found your passions and how that may have changed your life. With that being said, thanks for watching and have a great day.